was very, very fortunate to have a mother who cared about health. She was always a very healthy person, a gymnast who had a horrible injury at one point at the end of her career. This was before I was born. But she taught gymnastics to us when we were homeschooled. And I really treasure that, because anything you're able to learn at a younger age with that neuroplasticity, you have a way bigger advantage to having proficiency in something that you've been practicing since you were a child, or when you were a child even if you stop doing it as an adult. If you say practice piano as a child and come back to piano, it's like, yeah, you might have forgotten the language and everything, but you'll pick it up a heck of a lot faster than someone just starting out. But my mom was also into healthy eating, which was also like a real blessing, obviously. And I'm not a super health nut, because I definitely junk out from time to time. And you gotta live a little. And it's like when in Rome, it's like when you're out celebrating, eat some greasy fries and burger and stuff, especially being on tour and being in a band. You get free meals, and a free meal's a pretty good deal, even if it's more of just filler, some protein or something. But one thing that I would attribute to my good health, which I'm quite blessed to have. It's not like I'm perfect and never deal with health challenges, but for the most part, compared to a lot of the country and the world, I'm doing quite well in the health department. And one thing I attribute to that is eating eggs for breakfast nearly every day. Now, I don't love eggs, but there's something about it. It basically has all the nutrient that we need to replenish our cells and whatnot, and regrow our cells. And so I just want to say, in my experience, eggs are a little bit like the fountain of youth, I don't love the taste of eggs. I actually have grown rather sick of it over the years. But there's a few tricks to keep eating them and not have to suffer while you're eating something that you're not wanting to eat that. And I've actually gone from eating 2 eggs a day to 1 egg a day, but I'm 36 now. I don't get as hungry. I'll have some kratom in the morning, and that's a bit of an appetite suppressant anyways, but very important to replenish yourself. And what was I going to say? It's very important to do. What I was going to say is, if you don't like the taste of eggs, there is, and I put lots of butter. I have lots of butter, and like really good butter. I think I use the Irish, the Kerrygold, the Golden Bricks, and because that fat is really healthy. Our brains are mostly fat, and anyway, at least it is for me, and I feel like actually quite a few people. But to make the eggs taste like not eggs is to get some really good salsa, and that's a game changer when it comes to eggs and flavor. I really want to get into making quiche. We have this place here in Olympia called Left Bank, and it's legit French bakery, unprecedented from any other bakery or pastries place around here. And their quiche, it's inspiring. Sure, maybe it's half butter or something. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but oh my goodness, I've never gotten sick of those. If you ever come to Olympia, I highly recommend to go to Left Bank. And they have incredible sweets and pastries. Not a whole lot of savory stuff, but the savory stuff they do have is very good. Very, very good. So yeah, was encouraging the whole egg thing. I was gonna stop at the store, but then realizing it's not open. Yeah, what else? I make a lot of curries, but I've kind of stopped doing that as much because you can get sick of eating the same thing, even though I switch it up as far as the vegetables and lots of potatoes, celery. But I do that. I used to drink a lot more water than I do now, but I drink a lot of water. I guess anymore I probably drink more of an average amount of water. But water is very important. I start out my morning with a full glass of water. And, of course, followed by coffee. And I put maca in it, M-A-C-A, not matcha. That's different. Maca. And it's like vitamin B's and stuff. I also use nutritional yeast on my toast. And I also get really good sourdough. So I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to my bread, my butter. I try to get the good eggs too. My salsa, I get. There's really only these three salsas they sell at the farmers market, the co-op, that I really like. Because if you just get some like really tomato pasty, like basically canned salsa, like, you know, the paste or paste or whatever, like those like really common brands are, it's not as good. I mean, it's fine. But like I said, I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to all that stuff, especially when you're doing all the time. You want the Cadillac, you want the best that there is. And yeah, because your health matters. It really matters. And that's my story about food. I also have a lot of kombucha. I used to make kombucha, which can be a bit of a sticky mess, but I'll tell you, it really does help your energy to have probiotics, have those helpful bacteria helping you break down your food, your nutrient, and you'll have more energy and not feel so bloated. I think a lot of people that feel bloated, at least when I have, is because I don't have enough probiotics and things are just getting backed up, and it's taking more energy for your body to break down those things. That's my little bit of advice on that. But I really tried to have healthy protein sources because protein and fats are so important, at least for my body type. I'm O positive blood type, and I guess it goes way back or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do any of those like genetic tests or whatever. I'm so skeptical. I'm like, maybe I'd do it if it's free, but then it would also be sus, because it's like, what are you guys doing? Are you mapping out the whole human genome? And, you know, it's easy to get all paranoid about stuff, but, you know, it's like, it's kind of like the whole thing with, like, if they're watching me, like, if they're, you know, my phone camera, my computer camera or whatever, if they're watching me, so I don't really care. Like, I'm like, if they're that bored, maybe they'll get some inspiration from me. And even if they see me do private things, it's like, look, I'm a human. Like, what do you... I'm a little bit of a normie in you know, the sexual department and other things, but that just means all that stuff's working. But I'm not really, like, I used to be all, like, really shy and, like, I don't want people to judge me and stuff. Now I'm like, judge away. In fact, if you think about it, we're always making judgments. We just think of judgments as, like, a bad thing, right? But, no, we're always making judgments. That's just how we perceive things. Like, I judge that, you know, how far I am from the edge of the road, you know? it's all a judgment. So like judgments aren't necessarily bad things, it's just your perspective. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I wish you all a wonderful day.